not turn the entire stream off. That would have been very, very bad.
But now you set the big red button.
No, don't press the big red button.
I'm like, meow, meow, meow.
Necessarily need the consistent damage if you can get that first kill.
Here we go. Looking for a potential dive on this bot side before we start talking comp nuances a little later on. Shanji, spike moving out. Lots of flashes being blown. They want to get this kill and they do secure it. Comes at a relatively high cost, though.
Does. Shanji gets a little bit too far away from his tower. If he can go a bit closer, maybe it changes things. 3 rotations around the place. Cream, of course, with a Dark Seal first back. Yay on the RE. Can maybe snowball if they look for that first good ult of the game. Chris doesn't have flash, doesn't have ignite. Might be important in this one.
Here we go, looking for the engage. PP God and Chris both try to go forwards. It's a lot of damage, but PP God dies first. Now there's a charm onto 2MB. Can't quite secure that one back as they do lose Jackie. Comes at a fairly high cost of Shanji being burned down. Kanavi low but not out of this. 2MB has had his perfect execution timeout. Leave holding onto the 4th shot. Ends up being a 1-for-1 in terms of the kills. Grubs look like NIP the ones come out with 2 of them.
Yeah, Cream a little bit unfortunate.
Slow because again you're so gated by the way your passive and your 4 shots work. Nice charm there from Cream. Gets a nice chunk onto Shanji, who's actually now in danger at a 3rd HP with Kanavi coming on over. I think they're going to try and dive this with Chris coming on up. Turret has got the Q3 gone down. That gives license to go forwards. All out goes Shanji, but the charm follows. Cream takes aggro, doesn't care that much. 3rd kill to Jackie.
The damage is starting to rack up, and Cream getting accelerated too. Doesn't have ult. Needs to be a bit careful here, buddy.
Flash Q to curtain call is coming on down. The cease and desist. Flash just out of range. Charm is good. Here comes PP God, who headbutts to get to the wave and allows Aki to pick up the kill.
Greedy from Cream. Like a proper afro kind of thing.
It
was very voluminous hair. Now it's a lot more flat. He is a very tall person. He kind of looked a little bit like Ivan, actually, with everything. Hang on, that's a big catch out on Chris. Flashes out, so clips his pot.
Turn around. The ult. Nice cleanse from Lee, but now the Terran has got to flash away. It's left Aki out to try, though doesn't have flash to work with. Gonna try and donate another kill over to someone valuable. It'll be Kanavi that ends up securing it, and that was a bit of an overplay from it.
I noticed you mentioned that yesterday. NFP. Fill it up. I'm definitely not salty about that one. Teleport's coming through. Let's see what the fight takes.
Can look for some more. Chains of Corruption land. It's only on to Cassante, who's taking that much down. Dragon secured. That second one in, but now Cream looking for the angle on the other side will just mean that the Vi dies. No option to cease and desist, and you're right, resets begin to fly. Barbecue in range, just about looking for an angle here. Leaf has to flash over the wall to get out to safety. Dragon secure, but at cost. Now 2MB in a potentially ugly spot.
Available immediately after the resets. Well, they haven't been able to use them. Now Top East will have everything up but the Cyclone, and well, they have everything in the next few seconds. Kanavi doesn't have it right now. Actually does have ult. He's pulling his turns on the tower, though.
Oh, that sometimes happens when you revive. Will get out to safety, but now the teleports come flying. Crisp's in danger, but they kill Aki off first. Crisp still just about alive. Finally taken out by 2MB, but the equalizer comes on down top of Shanju. Gets charmed back onto the red carpet.
Cream.
It is a very important person indeed. Welcome to the Oscars. Unfortunately, the people winning the awards for best movie.
Cool down. It's like, we have to go now. Overplays himself, goes into the pocket, gives a reset over to the Ari, who starts to just put down a ton of work. Look how many just random Malignance pulls you get in this play. Charm back into it. It's another death to the top side. As Cream gets himself another Dark Seal stack. Top Esports well and truly snowballing.
And they picked them up at the right places. Everyone looking to have picked up quite a lot of gold. This Cassante as well, down 30 CS. That's a big deal now in the top side. You've got first items completed. Jackie Love has been set up for success from the early game. In the picture-in-picture, we can see it's just Crisp walking menacingly at 2MB and chasing him down with all the abilities. And then, despite Cream having taken a bit of a chunk, still manages to pick up the kill. It's a good spot.
He's going towards the Leandri second now. He's got a lot of gold. This would be the time to go Magi's, folks. You want to get it before you start overcapping and start powering those other important fights. We'll see. Cream will go at some point. He's got enough stacks. I believe in him. I trust him. But the Leandris really does want to be part of your build, especially against the Alistair and the Cassante later. Cream is going to start taking over this game if no one else is going to as well. I said, obviously, I'm the Ari player. I like to focus on this guy. Everyone can take over this game now is the problem.
Two, really, at this point. Or catching people in a skirmish on rotation to get the man advantage afterwards. It's just not easy, especially if it costs you too many ults.
Yeah. Hey, we did say walking out of game one. Hey, great level one from NIP, and they played their comp well. Can you do that same thing again? Can you get ahead with composition that plays itself so well? In this game, no. Dragon goes over, soul point denied from NIP. Peep God maybe looking for something. Cassante is on the flank. Doinby could TP, but I don't think it's a great angle. They can't find them. I mean, there's even a chance Peep God gets caught hit.
Look at Shanji and Aki split up. Are they going to try and teleport in from Doinby? Keep your eyes on it. Everyone's coming along. They've not spotted the Vi yet. He's backed away. Nice vision toggle.
At the Infinity Edge, but they do have good utility. I think they're worried that they are falling behind the game and they want to make a comeback play, but I think they're overreaching for it.
You really want, at this point, I think, a second item on Doinby to match this Collector Rapid Fire, and then you can try and just pick off the Ahri, the Varus, someone who will die in a chain CC, assuming you can make it happen. And that would be a big deal.
So there is actually a comment in chat which I'd like to talk about as well, because Helena's asking, well, why are we playing the Lethality Varus? Isn't that a mistake against multiple tanks? And normally I would agree. I think that makes sense from the Varus perspective. But you now have two Liandry's solo laners going into the tanks as well. I think that they'll do enough. And Jackalow, I mean, he does damage to plenty of everyone else all the time. He puts that ult. He's not looking that tanky, is he, right now?
Maybe he finds an angle on here. He's going to jump onto Kanavi. I think we'll just get executed. Cyclone's solid. That means actually the turnaround T is still very strong. Chris has to get over. Aki can't quite secure that one. Shanji to the backline. Onto Jackie, though, could prove problematic. Doinby looking for another angle forwards. Going all out. Jackie's still alive, though. And that means they can't secure the kill on the Varus. It ends up being the 1-for-1. Doinby, PP God, very low. Have to flash out. The burn is just ridiculous. Double flashes popped in trade.
So it still only ends up being a 1-for-1, and yeah, you can see the issue right there in terms of, well, if you're getting a 1v1 with the Cassante and the Varus, then yeah, the Varus is going to really start running from that one. Does well to force PP God into a bit of a rough situation. Cream not quite able to clean up in the way that he wanted to either. A bit of a worrying side from top Esports. They shouldn't too much risk that. Plays it safe, and now we're getting ourselves a Herald into the mid lane. Cream has ult, has flash potential for us to play if someone's stepped out of position.
Still a lot of flashes and the teleport from Shanji burn though, so the tier 2 still going to fall. So it was a little bit dicey, but the thing is, so much was burned in that play, particularly from NIP to just go 1-for-1, but neither does Shanji, so it's all right.
Shanji will clear that swan out, could potentially all add to him on the turret, and you can't exactly put the flame spitter on because then you start taking tower aggro. So,
and again, second dragon only for top Esports. So NIP could afford to give it up, but again, their comp is in some ways past its real point of power. They've got at least a couple bits of assist. Nice charm on to PP God, who feels the ult needs to ult, turns around to Chris, half shock times out, Deadly Flourish goes wide. Shanji already lost a third of the HP. Chris goes back in, has the locket. They can turn around to PP God, who's just dead. Shanji walking down the red carpet again, slows down to have a few pictures taken, but leaves before it gets too hot to handle.
So that's going to be dragging over to top Esports. They need to find another angle. Aki does have that angle. Can they execute on it?
Don't know they're there. They're trying to hold a court in these tri-brush. PP God now coming across. Curtain call and Aki on a good flank. I think PP God still probably just dies. Jackie ghost blades away from the potential angle for the Vi. Rumble dead though. Ahri now coming up. Doinby very deep. They will get both junglers now trading. Doinby needs to flash on out. Make this one out. Doinby goes golden, but he's still going to just have Kanavi waiting on top of it for a crushing blow. And they bring him down. Chris keeps going forward, trying to extend the play. They lose one back as Jin. At least gets to execute with the Collector. Cream flashes over the wall for the Orb of Deception, as we now know. It is confirmed. Shanji all out. Picks up a decent Untopo Strikes Part 3 to get that, but Kanavi ain't stopping. Wait, though. Leave could do a lot of work here. Fourth shot gets him a triple.
Leave has a 7,500 damage team fight to keep NIP in the game. I am so sorry for... though, the top Esports want to bring Leave out of position if at all possible.
Everyone's here. And a fumbled Atakan here might give NIP their route back into the game. The last one got a bit dicey. Credit to Shanji and Leave in particular for the extended play. Shanji hit by the charm. Aki still on a decent flank. Crisp is warding him off. Promises tri-brush control, not fantastic. The equalizer is decent. Burns a lot of HP on PP God and Shanji. They back off and we restart Atakan again.
Here we go again. Top Esports trying to control the tri-brush. These charms doing a very good job of denying that access in. Doinby opening up the extra option from top lane, and Leave is still in the defensive pocket. He's got a W, he's got an ult. How much can he do? And we walk them, say, into the river. Again, here comes Aki.
They confront around the curtain call to buy some time. It's going to be a lot of damage. Kanavi begins to body block. They've lost the Vi. PP God falls. Much cleaner stuff, and I don't think there's an easy angle, unfortunately, for Leave to keep putting down DPS.
That's better this time. They don't overchase into the Jin, and they will be able to get themselves the Atakan. NIP, one good fight does not make a one game. They get themselves a decent recovery, but they can't stick the landing. Atakan goes down, while NIP will at least trade for the mid lane turret.
How far away from an Infinity Edge is Leave? That will be a question we have to track. The problem is Baron is up. Atakan was just secured. There's not even a soul to secure for NIP. They'll get soul point off this, and that's not bad. You'll take that as a consolation prize out of, in case of nothing, but still not easy.
I noticed, okay, so this is going to be a soul point for NIP. So the objective trade does come through. However, well, I mean, if you survive long enough, fire for soul after that point, so NIP opening up.
But I said I wonder how close he was to that. That now makes Leave an X factor. He can do a lot of work this game if he gets time to hit people, and probably, if possible, not be full-shotting people at full HP. The bullets do way more damage as long as you've lost some HP to begin with. It means Aki and Doinby do a little bit of work there themselves, I think. The problem is they just don't want to fight right now. I don't blame them. They're trying to maybe get a hold of 369, but the inhibitor will fall nonetheless in this bot.
Yeah, I think NIP, as long as they know that Leave's in... Look where Leave is positioning. He's positioning at W range, not auto range. So he's sitting back, you know, way beyond the engage range of the fight. He's trying to sit there because he knows he doesn't have to auto-attack all the time. The ult's going to be good poke again. Using quite an important tool. Atacon's only there for 30 seconds. They break the base, but they don't break the game.
Charm, wide from Cream, does still not enjoy the damage from Leaf, but again, you've got Atacon withdrawals to work with, so they can play very, very aggressively. They do so. Second inhibitor about to go down. I think NIP, he may be forced to pull the trigger at some point, because I don't think top esports are leading.
See, there was a... Oh, man, there's a lot of damage onto Cream. The Atacon's moving off in 10 seconds. Can they get kills after that, or will they have to delay?
Curtains are called. Remember, there's not that much pit work here to hold on. They get one withdrawal. Recall now comes from Cream.
It's bearing off now. It's gone.
Doinby is gone. You're right. They can start trading for it, but Doinby goes golden about too late. They turn it around. Gonna try and play out for Leave. Akali gets 2. No way. Doinby on that HP gets that much value. They can keep going. You're right. They're gonna try and play it out. 369 puts on the barbecue, but Leave likes those odds.
Cream takes too much damage before the fight, and top esports just do not recognize they are
actually... I suspect will be a GA last, and I do not blame him. That's pretty significant. Of course, Aki did lose the GA active in that last play, worth noting. But then again, so did Kanavi. So both junglers without that additional second life. The wave control if nothing else. They did get soul point. So this might be their angle back in if they can win this next fight.
Cream, what's he doing here? PP God doesn't have flash, will have to ult early, and he does. Here comes
Aki
the
on the
fight.
Side. Jumps into the back line. Cream goes golden, but it's not the best angle. And now the turnaround can begin to go on through. It's a great carrot call angle. 1 for 1 as it stands, but the walls are closing in, as are the curtains. Doinby goes golden. Will likely still fall apart here. They get that additional kill. Ends up being a 2 for 2, but the jungler is dead and Dragon's alive.
But the AD carry is dead on one side, and Leave is still full HP with the GA.
Boy.
With a flash, you cannot go towards this. I think at this point, the AD carry diff is more important. And if now you've reached this point where
the early lead. Game 2, he had to fight for it. The Atacon buff wearing off. Massive, massive moment for top esports to fumble.
And there's still a gold lead for top esports, but I just don't, I think it's decorative now. I think it's decorative. If you can't deal with the Jhin, it doesn't matter. Leave standing again at W range. He's playing for that longer range. The Solar Flag comes through, but it's only onto the Alistair.
Does have to hope, but that's it.
Does, but Doinby going in potentially.
I apologize, he held onto his nerve. I thought it was that. It was a different thing around him. It might have been trampled anyway.
Passive.
Shadow Cream burns the ult until I get the angle. PP God goes back on him, but it's only really onto a Chrome. They go to turn. PP God is very low, but now gets to pop the ult. Chains of corruption after. Leave unthreatened as he opens the curtains. Doinby to the back line alongside Aki. They've killed off Shanji at the very least. Aki and Doinby not getting as much work done as they want. Leave is doing damage though. GA back up off cooldown. Gives a moment. Doinby cannot secure the kill. The last auto would do it to break down the Akali. Finally brought low. PP God goes down. But Leave is just absolutely monstering the fight. It's an 8,000 damage Rumble team fight, though, who manages to match Leave, but he's going to clear up this T2. The Jhin just unthreatened, unbothered, and absolutely lethal.
The Ocean Soul is absolutely critical. You see how long PP God, Doinby, and Shanji stay alive because they delay just a little bit longer. Rumble might walk up. I don't really think they can stop this going down, though.
They're going to try and fight this one out. Equalizer comes into the backline. Leave. Remember, no flash. Needs to be a bit wary, but with the Ocean Soul and the ability to reset here, comes on through. And NIP are going to crest us post 40 minutes. This Jhin to set up the Sakali for a bit more success. For the first time this game, it really feels like top esports now on this true defensive.
The Poke Varus as well going to get some diminishing rewards because it is against the Ocean Soul. If you can proc that, a lot of that poke starts to disappear. Walking up the tower damage is absolutely nasty. NIP for the taking. Aki alive on a flank. If you can heal off of the Raptors, it changes a lot here. They go in.
2. Lot of damage. Curtains are called. Trying to shield up Crisp, who takes a lot of work. Needs to be very wary. Oh my days, I've not body blocked it properly. He needs to back away. Your support, not here. Aki shield off camps.
And they don't have the equalizer. The equalizer got the GA from Aki. That is now a big tool missing. Leave back into position. The Elder going down, and Crisp not at the fight with the Solar Flare.
Doomby still on vision. That ward is offering so much work this fight. Danny throws wide. In goes the cease and desist, but survives. Aki dead. All out for Shanji, trying to play this one out. Cream can keep on hopping. It's 2&B on the other side. Leave trying to play this one out. Gets a cleanse, trying to run away. Just about alive. Still got the GA working. Still gets down. Shanji is dead. Cream can't find the kill. Leave though being run by Kanavi. Still got a GA to work with. Goes down. Leave alive. 10,000 damage. The equalizer back off cooldown. This needs to be the moment. The Jin has to die. He's down. The game is done.
11,000 damage is not enough from Leave. Top Esports will win the game somehow, some way. After fumbling their mid and late game, NIP tried their best, but Top Esports will end it here and bring us to 1-1, even in the series.
Just can't quite carry it over the line. That ward in the pit, it's going to haunt them. It spots out Aki that loses the GA. It spots out Duembi as he looks for the flank and Leave. The one death of this game is the one that costs them the Elder. It cost them what looked like